Hey guys, just wanted to update you on this 56 Chevrolet truck. You can see I've got a bed on it. This is the bed for the truck. Just kind of mocked up. You see my little strap back there in the back. That's just kind of holding the bed sides together, if you will. I just kind of wanted to see how these fenders were going to come over these tires. Now, this is going to work out great. I could actually put a spacer in here and bring those wheels out just a little bit. I may do that. Once I get everything lined up and buttoned down, maybe I'll put a 1/2 inch or 1 inch spacer on them wheels. Don't know that I will, but we'll see. As you can see back there, I am going to have to tub it just a little bit. I have found some cheap Amazon wheel tubs, but they're made out of white zinc. And if you Google that, it's got kind of a different welding process. You can either TIG it or you can weld it with a torch, which I don't have the means to do either. I could probably TIG weld it if I had a TIG welder. I don't. So I'll probably have to have Tim put those in for me if I buy them. If you buy just a metal wheel tub, it's quite a bit more money, but I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a weird-ass message from somebody. But anyway, I could put those in myself if they were just metal. So I don't know which way I'm going to go yet, but I will have to tub the bed size just a little bit to clear these 20 by 10 or 20 by 11s, whatever size those were. I don't remember now. But anyway, just kind of mocked the bed up again, trying to check my wheel clearance. Glad I did. I want to get the wheel tubs and stuff out of the way before I start painting. I also have a lot of holes to drill in these fenders. Now, if I don't remember if I've done a damn video or not. I can't remember really much of anything anymore. I stay so busy and just scatterbrained. But I bought these fenders. These are new old stock GM fenders. These were in a storage locker down around Atlanta, Georgia. Made a pretty long trip to buy these and made a deal with the lady. I bought these front fenders. I bought some new old stock rear fenders and a box of parts. I listed these rear fenders and the new old stock fenders, both for sale, and I was going to sell one set or the other. So I sold the new old stock fenders. They went to Lebanon, Tennessee. Real nice guy. Real interesting guy, I'll say that. I love to meet interesting people, and he was nothing short of interesting. So seemed like a real nice dude, had some real cool stuff, and a lot of Tri-5 stuff. He had a 60 model Apache that belonged to his grandfather, and the truck meant a lot to him, and he said there would not be any Chinese parts on that truck. So I'm glad to see he got them. They're going to go to good use. They're going to have a long-term home they'll be taken care of and be on that truck for many, many years to come. He has the truck way beyond this one. The truck is all but done. All he liked really was the rear fenders and a few other things. And to finish the paint work and get the truck ready to go, he'd been looking for a set of new old stock rear fenders. You can't find them, guys. You cannot find them. They're non-existent. About like these front fenders. There's no telling what I could get out of these front fenders being new old stock. But I don't really give a shit. They've got a home here on this truck. I have played hell finding front fenders. I'm not going to look anymore. By the time I wheeled and dealed, I've ended up with them front fenders basically for next to nothing. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to try to make a pretty nice truck out of this. These rear fenders here, they're not new old stock, but it don't really matter. I've got to drill a few holes where Tim had to fix the inner lip on this thing. But if I've got really good solid metal, I'll strip them down to nothing and put some rust encapsulator on the inside and probably do a top coat of Rust-Oleum just to protect these rear fenders. That's the main thing on this truck. Everything I've took apart, the front fenders, everything has been encapsulated. It's got Rust-Oleum over top of it. I'm hoping that this truck will last for many years to come, either for somebody else or maybe I decide to keep it and pass it along to one of my daughters, hopefully. I would love to see one of them have an interest in it one of these days if I keep the truck. You never know. This truck has pissed me off several times over, and I'm satisfied that there will be another round of that at some point. But I'm feeling better about the truck. The more I do to it, the better I feel. Still like a lot. I still got to set up the power steering. I still got to get the heat and air on the truck. Got to get all this stuff mocked up, my holes drilled, get the truck took back apart, and prime all these pieces and get it put back together. Of course, jam it out and then put it back together. Let me say that. And start getting some paint on this thing. As soon as I get some color on it, guys, I promise you, I'm going to jump in with both feet. I'll have the glass in it pretty quick, all the door hinges, the hood hinges, the latches, I guess I should say, not hinges, latches. I've already got the damn hinges on it, obviously. But get all the latches and stuff on it, straighten up some of the wiring on the engine. I can knock that out in the evening probably or two. I can get a whole lot of work done on this thing, guys. Once I get this body straightened out, get everything lined up, get it in primer, and get some color on it. Once that happens, I believe it will all be downhill from there. Little things, I want to check the rear end, open the rear end. It's nothing I've ever checked. I believe Tim's went through this rear end. Don't know for sure. Check all my fluids. Again, rack and pinion, power steering in the front more than likely, or possibly a Vega power steering box. I've already got a power steering pump on the LS motor, and of course some cleaning up under the hood. And then once we get all that shit out of the way, we'll jump on the interior. I've already got the door panels in the seat, which was just some jam up work from Angie Dixon, Tim Dixon's wife. She does excellent interior work. She's got a long list, so if you try to contact her, be prepared to wait. They've got 2 handfuls, the both of them. They got a lot going on right now. So if you try to jump on Facebook or something, look her up. Just understand she does have a lot going on. Don't get upset or don't be impatient. If she agrees to do work for you, just be thankful and wait your turn. Anyway, again, feeling better about the truck. I still got Moon Pie sitting over here. Got a lot of work to do to it. Hopefully this coming weekend, I should have a long weekend. We can get out here and try to get this truck knocked out. I'm ready to get it back to Mr. and Mrs. PIB and get Mr. PIB back up on his feet. He's got a long road ahead of him. I hope it's a short one instead of long, I guess I should say, as silly as that sounded. But hopefully, again, he's back up on his feet and moving around pretty quick. I know he's ready to be. Just keep those guys in your prayers. Really good people. You just can't beat them. A whole lot better people than me. They'd give you the shirt off their back. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm going to get in the house. Got to get to work in the morning and help the wife with these kids. As always, I really, truly do appreciate you watching. And we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.